Hello, my name is Mariana, and today this is a collective reading, really for no reason other than just me getting back here, doing the readings and trying to, I don't know, get back to my routine, I guess. It's been a while. It feels like it's been longer than it actually has been. Just because ever since I came back from Canada, all sorts of things just happened, and like very, very intense change is just taking over my time, really, and my energy. So maybe you can tell from my own background. I am moving. So, this scenario, this space, it's only here for a few more weeks and then I'm leaving. I'm leaving for good. This space that really saw this channel start and the readings here. So, it's been an emotional process, really, of just packing up everything and just taking all of my books off the shelves and all of that, right? The entire process is like it's a big change, right? So yeah, on top of that, I just did my first retreat this past weekend, not this one but the last one. Um, but anyways, I'm just sharing all of this with you just so you know that I haven't ignored all of you or the readings or forgotten about them. They've been really like at the forefront of my mind. But first of all, if you've seen the community tab, you know that I've been trying to like do the readings for the new moon and also the Lion's Gate. But for some reason, I recorded the first part and I was trying to record the extended part, but just issues just prevented me from really posting this reading. And then the very second attempt after that, just me trying to really get back to the readings, the first message that I received was that I am in my own hermit phase. So I needed to respect that. And so I did for the past few days, this past weekend especially. I was just laying low and just enjoying my family and my loved ones and just restoring my own energy, really, because to be honest, that was the message that I got both from the reading that I did record, but I never published. And the second one, where the hermit came through, it was just to restore my own energy. So here I am feeling a little bit still out of sorts because I am still in this space, this room that soon to be not be my will not be my reading space, I guess. Um, but it feels like, yeah, I just honor so much this space that I wanted to share all of this with you so that you know that very soon I'm going to be officially moving into a new space. But for the next few weeks, I'm still going to be here. And so I hope that this place still holds, the energy that it requires to translate the message for you. And so, for that reason, as I said in the beginning, I just wanted to sit down here today. I know that, today's not, any, you know, um, eventful day in a sense, right? Astrologically speaking, I know that I typically do the collective readings for the new moon or the full moon or, events like, the Lion's Gate or eclipses or, conjunctions or whatever. Well, we are 2 days from the conjunction between Mars and Jupiter in Gemini, so maybe that is relevant. But, anyways, I just wanted to do this as a collective reading so that, it's like it's my reintroduction to the channel or my return to the channel after this hermit phase, right? So, because it is a collective reading, I'm doing it with my big combined deck of tarot cards and astrological oracle cards. And so you'll see both of them here, although in this first spread, they're only tarot cards. But the message is very clear, and it has to do with being embraced by Mother Moon and Father Sky, which is gorgeous because it's like at the center of the reading. Let me show you, like, the very first card that I'm going to show you, it's the central one, but I feel like this is addressing you or us, right, as the collective, because it's coming through as a child, a human, right? Like how a human being is also like such a very beautiful seedling, right? I don't know if that's the right word that I'm saying. It's what I'm hearing, seedling. Um, but because the page of Pentacles is here at the central card, it's like it's the seed of humanity, right? And so the first card that actually is opening this reading is the moon. And so the moon came as the mother. The moon came as like this very warm embrace, and it felt very cozy. And to be honest, when this card came through, the very first impression that I had was, should I record this, right? Because it feels so intimate, so private, so it's like such a beautiful, like just this very intimate connection, right? It's like between, a child and a mother, especially when I saw this card that came afterwards, right? But in between the child and the mother is the father, which the father here being presented as the Hierophant, right? The father sky is what I heard. Even though I know that this card represents Taurus and it has nothing to do with Taurus is a very earthly energy, but it's coming through as the father sky. I don't know exactly why, because maybe that's it. These two entities, these two major arcana, are coming through as kind of like these cosmic parents, these cosmic, it's like way showers, but also like, it's like life givers, right? It's like they are here to give some sort of direction, right, to us, to our human collective that is, kind of like this very beautiful and very potent seed. So it's like there is attention, there is intention, there is care, there is love coming from both the feminine aspect of the cosmos as well as the masculine, right? So both caregivers, both parents, both it's like way showers, but also like the ones that are embracing us. So, as I said, as soon as I saw this card, I was like, oh my God, should I record this? Because this feels so private and so intimate and so special that I don't know if I'm going to be able to translate this. It feels very emotional and very wordless. It feels like these three cards, they feel like a huge embrace, right? It's like there isn't necessarily a message, there isn't necessarily like a guidance or advice coming from the parents. It's almost like that feeling when a child feels maybe very vulnerable or very in need of just an embrace. And that is exactly what we're receiving as a collective right now. It's like we're receiving this embrace by Mother Moon and Father Sky, however you want to see that, right? And it's fascinating because it's kind of like I'm seeing the moon as like the cradle, and also like here it's kind of like the one that is it's like the one that is going to take over a lot of responsibilities on their shoulders for us, right? So I don't know exactly what that means, to be honest, but it feels like almost like the one that is going to do the hard work so that we don't have to like be worried, right, of like our concerns or like our responsibilities. And it's not taking our responsibility away, it's just trying to decrease the intensity of, it's almost like, when parents are doing the hard work so that their child can thrive. This is how I'm feeling, right? But it's like they are, it's like there are two different roles, right? The role of the feminine and the role of the masculine. The role of the feminine is literally embracing and just cradling, right? It's like being the cradle. the Hierophant, which is the Father Sky, is coming through as the one that is, it's like it's embodying the worker, the one that is going to take on the heavy duty, right, for us or on behalf of us. It's not, because I want to be careful with that. It's not taking our power away, right? I want to reiterate that. They're not doing our job for us, right? This is not the role of the Father. The Father is just trying to minimize like everything that could be very heavy in order not to break us, right? It's like it's because it's meant to be like this very nourishing, welcoming, embracing, and loving environment, right? Each aspect of these cosmic strengths or cosmic powers, it's like they are just perfect for what we need as kind of like this new species, or this new, it's like this new awareness perhaps, right? It's like maybe this is what is just starting to sprout, right? The idea that our humanity as a conscious species is something very recent, so it's still very fragile. So it needs, or it can benefit from this this careful approach, right, from Mother Moon and Father Sky. So the reason why I feel like there are kind of like two different roles coming from both the mother and the father, and maybe this is literally happening in your life, right, as like a reflection of what is happening collectively, right? So each individual may feel this in regards to your own parents, right, but in a different way, where the mother has a role and the father has a role. And here the two cards that are coming next, the Six of Pentacles and the Hangman. It's interesting because when I was going to say the word hanged man, I actually heard Hierophant. So I want to say that the Hierophant is the one that is going to pull the rope, right? Because this is how I'm seeing. So let me explain, come back to the beginning. What I was seeing with the Six of Pentacles was the insides of the tower, right? So picture the tower. The tower card is not here. But a picture, if you were inside the tower, this is what you would see, right? Or inside like this very long and very tall well, right? But the moon is shining right over the sky. It's like it's like this torch, or this lantern, or this light, right, in the middle of darkness. So this is the role of the mother. This is a reason why she's coming through as embracing, maybe with this very soft light, because it's not blazing as the sunlight. It's like moonlight that is softer and more gentle, right? So this is kind of like it's like the perfect uh, amount of luminosity, or the amount of information in the middle of the darkness, right? So maybe in a moment where humanity, we're all undergoing this awakening, right? This collective awakening, and it's still very fragile. We still feel pretty much stuck at the bottom of the well, or at the bottom of the tower, right? But it's like it's coming through as like a mix of tower and well, just because it doesn't feel like it has a lid, or like a cap. It doesn't have something that covers the moonlight. That's the reason the moon is like, it's pretty much saying, I'm here, right? I'm here to embrace you, even though, you as a collective might feel like you are at the bottom of the well, or the bottom of, it's like just, it's like hitting bottom, rock bottom, rock bottom, hitting rock bottom, right? It's like, even if we are feeling like that, maybe even like defeated or stuck or imprisoned, there is a way out. And this is where Father Sky is coming here, right? Especially because the Hierophant represents the bridge, right? But the bridge in this case feels like a rescue in a sense, because imagine if it's like we're stuck here, right? It's like, symbolically speaking, as a species, it's like there is like this need to come out of the tower, or come, it's like at least like rise from the bottom, right? So there is this almost like this, it's like this restriction. It's very interesting because I've never seen that with the Six of Pentacles. Usually I see the train and all that. If you've seen my readings recently, you know that this to me is the train that is on track, but it's not what is saying today. Today, it's just these walls that are confining the one that, it's like the one that doesn't know how to get unstuck, right? And this is just the seed of humanity. So Mother Moon and Father Sky are both here to, first of all, show us that there is no cap, there is nothing that is blocking this way out. And in fact, it's like the Hierophant, which is here to do like the heavy work, right? To perform the heavy duty, is the one that feels like it's going to pull us from this rock bottom, right? And it's almost like it's symbolic of like, it's almost like in pulling the rope, it's also pulling the veil. This is what I'm feeling, right? It's like the because it's the symbology of the Father Sky. That's the reason why I feel like maybe this is a reason why the Hierophant wants to be described as the Father Sky, because at the same moment that it's providing us a way out of this pitch black, is what I'm hearing right now. It doesn't feel, well, maybe it does make sense because of the darkness, right? And that's the reason why the moon is also here to say, it's like Mother Moon is here to shine a light even in the darkest moments, even when we feel like we are hitting rock bottom. And Father Sky is here to, send us this rescue rope that it's like it's going to be pulled at the same time that the veil is going to open up. And it's almost like this is like the job for each of these aspects of reality, aspects of the cosmos, aspects of the universe, to show us how we are in fact like guarded, or not guarded, taken care of, right? It's like we are protected, we are being loved, right, by our cosmic parents, let's say. And so what follows this rope is the Two of Wands, which is the card that talks about like this state of awe. It's like just like this, it's like this wondrous moment. I was trying to remember the word that I heard when I saw this card come through, and it was like this wondrous experience. It's like, because to me the twos, like they represent steps forward, and it's like the steps forward out of the tower, or out of like confinement, out of like the block, or like everything that prevents us from seeing like beyond our earthly realm, right? So seeing the sky open up, right? Just like the Father Sky, it's now pulling us up. So in pulling us up, it's like it's just like this, it's like humanity is stepping forward in a state of awe, in a state of wonder, right? It's like this, wow. It's like I didn't even know this was a possibility, right? Of, because it's like there could be other ways, right? Maybe other practical ways of just rising from the bottom, right? Or just getting out of this tower, right? But it's like this is a way, this is an option, this is a way out that we didn't know it was a real possibility. And this is the reason why there is like this astonishment. It's like this, wow. It's like just like this wondrous moment, right? This is what the Two of Wands is saying. It's like it's beautiful. It's beautiful. And so ending here with the Five of Swords, this card is talking about like an option that was not even on the menu. So what I feel like is the reason why we're all, or maybe we are going to experience this alternative to leaving confinement, or leaving like a blockage, or leaving kind of like almost like rising from this dense 3D environment and being lifted to like this state of awe, right? It's like this very formless and very denseless state of wonder, right? is just like being amazed by everything that we didn't even consider. Because the five, the fives, well, all the cards, they have multiple meanings, but the fives to me, they bring up a lot. They bring up individuality. They bring up this sense of having this courage to do, like, to leave a mark, or to make a mark, or to um, go in search of something, right, with the X on the map. But this card specific today, the Five of Swords, is talking about something that was not even in our radar, right? It was not even, I'm looking at this five and I'm seeing like this ripped off, like out of the charts, like this menu that was not even in our awareness. It was just not, we were not contemplating this option, right? An option of being rescued by Father Sky, whatever that means, right? So when this happens, or it's, at least it's like energetically speaking, it is like the steps that are going to allow us to consider something that was not being considered before, right? Maybe because it was, I want to say that it was not necessarily scary, because it was more than anything unseen. It was not being seen, it was not being perceived, which is fascinating. And I'm like, now, okay, so what is this, right? If we're not seeing right now, then what can possibly be this rescue from the sky, right? I'm intrigued, as I'm sure you are right now. So I am going to pull more cards to see where this wants to go next. And also, I'm going to pull from the astrological runes in the extended reading. So if you want to join me there, I'll be very happy to see you. You can find link down below. If not, I'll see you next time. Okay, bye.